1.
Drum machine! Monday morning, we're doing a first look at the Quintessence.
We are.
Yeah, TC Electronics. Very cool pedal. Basically, turn that baby on, you sound like Brian May or the Allman Brothers or whatevs. For example. Right? Pretty cool, huh?
It's right there.
So let me tell you about this thing. TC Electronics does some amazing work, and this is no exception. This is their newest edition. It's a harmonizer like you've seen in the past, but they really went over the top on it. First of all, you get all the keys here, and then, okay, but you're saying, well, sure, you got F, G, and A, but what about the ones in between? We hit that happy little fellow, and you suddenly got F sharp or A flat. Okay, right. So all the keys, then you've got that little switch to give you the in-betweens. Over here is mix. You can make it as subtle as you like. Let's dial it down a little bit. See what we get. That's so subtle I can't even hear it. I like that because it's just, it's almost like an implied harmony. You barely even hear it. Then you get super wet. Right? Pretty cool, huh? So that gives you all that jazz. There's stereo ins and stereo outs as well. So I'm told you can actually do a wet-dry thing as well. But I was experimenting with it, and again, this is the first look, so I'll know better later on, but I couldn't quite get that thing happening. But it does have stereo in and out as well. Then, over here is where it really gets interesting. Harmony Land. I came in on this, I was using a third and a fifth, but you've got all the colors of the rainbow right there. So you just want that 6 below. How cool is that, right? Neat. 4th below. Let's try that. Sounds like a real jazzy Les Paul thing. 3rd below. Then the 3rd above, love that. Hear that, man? On every bend, it just follows. One thing to remember, when you make a mistake, it actually gives you 2 notes.
I was going to say, yeah.
So,
your mistakes follow you in this.
yeah, oh yeah, they're big. Mistakes are big. And another thing, I think most of us tend to do a lot of double stops and things like that, and that's not what you want on this. You really want single lines, because single lines are just huge. Anyway, I digress. Next we got 5th above. Cool. The 6th above, this is fun. Wow, right? That's crazy. Then the 3rd and 5th, which I was using. Put a little dirt on that, it's amazing. How Brian May is that, right? Amazing.
I dig it.
Yeah, I mean that if I played in, say, a Queen cover band, have to have it.
Yeah.
Or perhaps if I was the only guitar player in a Allman Brothers cover band, have to have it. Or Thin Lizzy. Not sure if that's the right line, but you get the idea. Okay, 3rd and 6th is pretty cool. What I really love about it, man, if you're off, you just bend until it sounds right. You know? Really sweet sounding. Okay, so those are all very cool, but here's my favorite part. You've got all those settings, but then on these 3, you get the tone prints. And that's where TC really shines, because tone prints allows you to download presets by some of your favorite players, and the people in R&D at TC are always inventing new things. You know, it's like you buy a pedal and you learn everything it does, and then that is what it is. It's not going to expand from there. But with these, with TC, because they're always adding on more sounds, you never really run out. It's like the everlasting gobstopper. You just keep getting more tones. So what you do, let me grab my phone. Sorry, hold on. What you do is pull up your app. Got it right here. Okay. Here it is. Here we go. I've got the pentatonic thing. So let me put this right here and try this bad boy. See that? See that? I'll do it again so you can see the flashing light. See that? Now we have
That's some Bill Nye stuff.
Yeah, right? Now we have a pentatonic thing. Pretty cool, right? Over here, let me look at another one. Wait a minute. Okay. Look at this. Okay, here is the whammy nerd. So let's try that guy. Okay, hold on and see. Whoa, total whammy, right? So now we're in whammy land. Oh, which brings me to the point of the mash setting. I've not mentioned that, but
how could you forget the mash?
I've totally forgot the mash. The mash setting, when you're engaged like this, you mash down on that, and you see that guy light up right there?
It's kind of what we did in the intro. We
Yeah,
tried showing that.
exactly. That's why I thought we talked about it, but yeah, we showed it. So mash it, and you see, do it light, you get a little bit of bend. Okay. The harder you push, the brighter the light, the further it goes. So that's so cool. So essentially, in this one pedal, okay, that's the whammy thing I just downloaded. It sounds like it has like almost a flange on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not sure what's all on there. I just downloaded it, but it sounds like a little bit of flange with that whammy. But how cool to have that whammy setting. Last ingredient in this is oh no, there's two more ingredients. There's this switch right here that gives you, I've got it on latch right now, which means once it's latched on, I mean you are on. So it's kind of a permanent fixture. We'll put it like over here again. But if you put it on that, then it's just as you engage it, it's on. So it's a quick on and off, which is a good idea because really easy to overuse this pedal. Once it's on, you don't want to turn off because it sounds so huge. But probably the way I would use it, if I'm blowing down a solo and want a big finish, hit that thing on and you've got a big finish run and then you're out. Or if you're constructing kind of Brian May type parts with big harmonies. But the latch or that momentary gives you just a way to have it on and off quickly. The one thing I don't like about it is I find, God, we're already out of time. Let me wrap this thing up. The thing I don't like about when it's not on the latch, it's easy to kind of hit that mash accidentally because you just have your foot on it to make it engage. So that might be a little bit difficult. Other bits over here are the scales. Let me tell you what it is. Hold on, I don't have this memorized.
Aren't you a scales guy?
I am not a scale guy. Okay, Chris Keys, see right here, this happy little fellow, this gives you all the different scales. So right here it's Ionian, that's Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and then all the way to custom. But here's a true confession. I never learned these scales. I got major, I got minor, I've got, I guess, augmented and diminished, but those are actually more like arpeggios. I mean, that's all I got. Pentatonic, of course. Can't forget our 5-note friend. I never got into these scales, but those of you who are into it, they give you all that, which is pretty awesome. What I do is I would limit it solely to, well, I mean, it's kind of like this. When you're looking for your part, you know, like we do, you know, like when I worked in different bands where there's two guitar players and we work up harmony lines, basically what we do is I'll play a part, and the other guy will play a part, and we'll find a part that works. And we're kind of doing it with our ear more than anything. I think you're probably the same way. But you kind of listen and find that part. What I would do here is just kind of flip through these and find what works. So, like, say we're in the key of, well, we'll say G. And we're going for a fifth, pretty cool. The first one, the Ionian basic, is probably be your go-to because it's pretty much the major. But put on the Dorian, you get more of a minor thing. Pretty cool. The others will give you different flavors, you know, Phrygian. That's pretty crazy. the Lydian. That's a pretty happy kind of major scale, but anyway, that's my confession. I'm not a scale guy. I'm sure you, but those of you who are into that, it'll be fantastic. The one thing I would suggest for this is, because it has the capability, it'd be great if there's a setting on there just to give you an octave up or octave down. But then again, through Tone Prints, I'm sure you can download that and have it designated up and down. And also, some harmonizers, when they give you a unison, it ends up being a really rich chorus. So that might be a cool thing to add to Tone Prints as well, if not actually changing the box itself. So those are the basics on this thing. Should we do a little drum machine playoff, Chris Keys?
I think it only feels appropriate.
Yeah, okay, well, let's do this. Let's get a different jam going here. Okay, that sounds like a cool groove. And I'm going to put it on, down to that pentatonic thing. So let me see if I got that. And I'm going to put it on the Dorian, just for funsies. Let's see what happens. Okay, till next time, my friends, thanks for tuning in. Go drum machine. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Nice.